YouTube. Leah's gonna join momentarily on the gram. Top of the morning to you.
Oh, this is strange. Um,
Hey, Kristen. Good morning.
what's I just sent a request for the
I'm gonna make you a
Graminator.
request. Welcome to Office Hours. And I think we're live on YouTube as well. Hey, Frankie. What's
I just
good?
started
Did
the
we do
art.
this right? Can you guys hear us for the first time
Oh wait, 1 second. Let me just.
ever? Are we not having any technical issues? Cross your
Can people hear
fingers.
me?
I can
I
hear
have
you.
I have this issue with my Bluetooth headphones where they always just connect when I don't want them to. I've never felt like inanimate objects had personalities like electronic until Bluetooth. Just like, do you know what I mean? I feel like they're so moody when it comes to connecting.
So moody. How did you celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I saw
Um,
that tin whistle in your post.
yeah, there was I couldn't do much really. Yeah, I had some Guinness, um,
Hey, there we go.
as I do, but not my, low key. Look, I had a Guinness and I FaceTimed my parents,
Hey, I think for
and yeah,
pandemic, for the pandemic type of world we live in right now, that's lit.
yeah, no, it was cool. My mom told me a little bit about my family's history and my Irish, my mother's Irish of things, and it was cool. It was nice. I don't know. I sometimes I forget about my identity because I think everything just sometimes kind of just combines together and I'm just it's like I'm American and I just think of myself as being this American person. Sometimes
Yeah.
I tend to not take my background as seriously a lot, but um, it was really nice too, and I think I might try to do a little more research and try to get into the cultures that I am from a
Yeah, I
little
hear
more.
you. There's something very special about. I'd like to also learn more about my family history, but for me, I always my stepfather who adopted me when I was little, he is of Irish descent. And that's where I get the Kelly. And the first time I went to, well, first time I went to Dublin, because I had been to Cork before, really briefly for like one day. But I took my dad with me, and we had the most magical trip. And hearing him talk about like his, people in his family and getting to explore those places for the first time together, it was just like very special. And even though I'm not, you know, that's not I'm not of bloodline, Irish, but I felt so connected to the people and the culture, and it was fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've been to Ireland many a time. But I always had a good time.
Were people pretty kind?
Yeah, I I I feel like for the most part it's less like when I'm in Italy, I feel like I just get vibed for not speaking Italian, which is fair, but um, it's a little easier when the language is the same.
Although I met some people that their Irish, the accents were so heavy, I had no idea what they were saying to me. I was
Yeah,
like, is that it?
yeah.
Which
I
I
met.
felt really like I had to ask somebody. I was like, "Excuse me," and I said it like four times, and I'm like, "All right, he probably just thinks I'm."
I get that in Scotland a lot.
Ah, yeah,
I mean Ireland too, but I feel like Scotland's even more difficult.
yeah, I could see that. Anybody in the house watching from Ireland or Scotland? Um, let's see where people are not calling in from. What is this like a freaking radio show? Where are people watching from? Germany, Belarus, New York, Brazil, North Germany, Indonesia. Awesome. Should we do this, Leo, and then make it official with our office hours
Yes.
classes? All right. Yes. All right. Oh, we do have some folks watching from Ireland. Love it. All right. So, welcome to Office Hours, everybody. We review videos. We review your videos here, and we talk about stuff. Berlin, Germany, North Carolina, South Carolina. Wow. Detroit, Los Angeles. I'm Irish but live in Latvia. South Carolina. Somebody's tuning in from Oz. Australia, Long Beach, California. Hey, Sarah. Japan. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to keep reading where people are. Where's home? Wales, Cologne, Denver, Scotland. Oh, okay. Diana's calling. She's watching from Scotland, Belgium, Michigan, Netherlands, Poland. Should I stop?
No, I mean, it's cool. Cool. It's crazy.
Idaho, Ireland, New Hampshire, Texas, Italy, Berlin. This is so cool. We literally have sax gang all around the world watching right now. England. Awesome.
What if all
More
these people?
Ireland.
What if all these people were just there to saying random countries? Like,
It's
they're
like the
just,
same
just
person.
yeah, it's
That
like
same person who made 75 accounts
yeah, they're
or like 200 accounts. Brazil. Oh, I love Belarus. Nice. Belarus is in the house. I'll tell Pasha. Nigeria, Mexico, Peru, France, Russia. It's awesome. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Leo, should we
what?
get into some videos?
Yes. We
Okay, let's do it. First off, we're gonna watch a video that was sent from a brand new Saxy School member and a gal that we met online recently, Celia. Um, let's see what she sent in. Gosh, um, could you guys hear? Could you hear that? Okay.
yeah, I heard. I mean, I heard it.
I think our YouTubers that was very clean. Instagram friends, could you hear it? Celia, I'm gonna turn the speaker up a little bit. What'd you think? Hey, great way to start.
Um, what do I? Oh yeah, we're talking to me because I'm the only person here. Uh, I thought it was great. I like the shoulders. Um, good shoulders, good movement. Um, it was a cool adaptation of the song, or it was nice the way you added sax to it. This is a good track to be on if you want to do DJ sax stuff.
Mm.
Um, that type of style of playing like a pop tune or EDM tune, or would that be? I don't know. It sounded all EDM-ish to me, but I guess it's pop. I guess pop just is EDM sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like playing that kind of like dance music with like a sax and just adding sax. It's such a lane. The track was also really dope. I see Kristen asking what the track is. I would also like to know. Track's
Yeah, me
track's really
too.
nice. Um, I could use a little more power, a little more control, a little more tone. It's sounding great, but I think if you added a few fundamental practice habits every day or weekly, it would go a long way with just having a bigger sound, a fuller sound, and being a little more in tune. And that's overtones, long tones. I think would benefit you. But don't get me wrong. You sound great. The track sounded great. It was a great performance. I just think if you want to take it to the next level from a saxophone standpoint, um, hitting some of those fundamentals a little bit harder could lead to a better sound.
Yeah, I think at some point, with our Saxy School members, we'll probably do a whole focus on sound and really go deep into, overtone practice, long tone practice. Um, so we could talk about that then, Celia. But I think that's a great thing for everybody to practice to strengthen their tone. Great points there, Leo. I really enjoyed it. I'd like to watch that again. Maybe we could do it at a future Saxy School office hours, Celia, if you want to resend it, or if you want us to play it. I have the file. I love the mood lighting, and personally, I feel like because you're kind of taking it to a very like sassy place, um, you could even play that up more. Like I feel like you might want to add in some snaps or something. You could like even do more, because I felt like your body language was kind of going there. I want to see it like 100% because I feel like it was like I feel like you're holding back a little bit. So it could be bigger movements or maybe something with a snap or maybe bigger even hit movements or just accentuating things you're already naturally doing. Um, I liked it when you added that climactic moment up to that high note and added that growl in that felt like a good, the pace and the dynamicism is something I'm always paying attention to. So it got my attention there. And the other moment that thought was like a standout was you started adding more rhythm at one point of like I'm butchering exactly what you did, but it was a nice what's the word I'm looking for? Not comparison. It was a nice complimentary to what you were playing in that moment. I love hearing some rhythmic bits. Um
Yeah.
yeah, just keep this is great. Keep at that and with some of these pointers too, I'm sure you'll just be
One one
flying
more
off.
one more suggestion. Um,
Mhm.
Something I've seen Grace do recently a bunch. Um, and who's that drummer we were watching? Is her name Faith? The drummer that we were watching
Oh
that one time?
yeah.
Faith. And something I'm kind of jealous of because I can't do is the hair toss.
Mm. Blue
And
to Tiger does that too. This really cool.
yeah,
She's rocking the
I
bass. The hair toss,
it,
hairography. It actually has a
the
name.
hairography.
Hairography.
What's cool about hairography, and this is why I'm so jealous, is because you're doing one movement and then this piece of you is like moving also, but it
Right.
doesn't take any extra energy. So
Yeah,
it's
it's like
like you get more
right.
bang for your buck. Like you're really just doing this, but like your hair is making it look bigger, and that's something you can do with costumes. you can make moves look bigger. Like if I wear a robe, when I do that spin, it kind of floats.
Yeah. Let it work
Um,
for you. Totally.
exactly. So, I could use a hair toss, especially, going into a big moment.
Yes,
Um,
and it's so sassy. Like the music is just so, she's already got that kind of sass to it. So I think that would really bring more drama. I love
oh
that
yeah.
idea. Yeah. Hairography. How many of our ladies out there know about that? That my dear friend who's a great choreographer hipped me to the word.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, because
I'm
you'll have, look at those nice
All right,
fine
all right.
locks
You
growing
see
out.
you see people?
You're getting
It's
there.
it's
So you'll be
it's
able to flip it
yeah.
and head let
My
the locks go.
people, I'm trying to grow out a giant, huge mullet. I want it to go all the way. Look up Lost Boys. Um, that's my inspiration.
Yeah.
Is the main vampire with bleach blonde hair. I can't remember his name, but Kiefer Sutherland is the actor.
Heck yeah. Sarah's saying she knows hairography from Glee. Yeah. So everybody, that was at Celia underscore JENTZE. Sorry, at Celia underscore JENTZCH. Wonderful. Thanks for kicking off office hours so strong, Celia. We're gonna go into the next one. Did you watch the Grammys, Leo? That song is making me
I
think of the
didn't.
Grammys.
I didn't. Did
Yeah,
you?
I did. I watched it this year. I had just a couple of girlfriends come over and we actually watched most of it. I thought there were definitely some strong
Yeah.
creative performances. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I used to watch it, but I feel like it's been underwhelming as of
Mm,
recent.
I personally love seeing so many ladies. I think,
Yeah.
winning awards and getting featured in performances. Probably the most surprising one to me was Doja Cat. She just came out and was in this really sick, futuristic outfit, and all of her dancers were too. And just like the moves and their performances was not what I would kind of think would fit with the song. And it was a
Hmm.
different look at what I've seen her do. And it was so clean. They nailed it. She nailed it. But yeah, did you guys watch? Did anyone watch it? Wow, someone's saying WAP was intense. It wasn't. It was intense. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Um,
I probably should have watched it. I guess I shouldn't say
Harry
the.
Styles. Oh yeah. Oh, Spencer played with Harry Styles. Spencer
Oh
Ludwig.
yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Um, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I guess it's. I shouldn't say it's been lackluster because there has always been pretty good performances. I just feel like the last few years that I've watched it, it's one of those things where it's like, it feels like I get 20 minutes or 30 minutes of good content for like hours of 3 hours of like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I always just felt like I'd rather look up the individual performances later, but
Mm.
there
Yep.
is something about it live, you know.
Yeah. Um, Kevin is writing in the comments, the track is by Blackpink. It's called Pretty Savage. Oh, okay. It's Blackpink. Got it. As far as the track we just listened to
Oh,
from
okay,
Celia.
okay.
Sorry, I'm jumping around. I'm like looking at the chat.
I did see what was really interesting is that Nas won best rap album, which I thought was really cool because I actually thought that album was so great and just he's kind of an older rapper, so he's not really like mainstream anymore. He's kind of like, it's not like a Billboard hit, thing, but that
Yeah.
album was really great and I thought that was pretty cool.
That's what's up. I was so pumped to see Jacob Collier was nominated for, was it Album of the Year? It was one of
Oh,
the main
really?
categories. I was really
That's
like
crazy.
hoping he would win it. He didn't.
Yeah,
I went to T Swift, but just the fact that he was nominated, I loved his
that's crazy.
last record. Such a freaking genre bender genius, man. Oh, Kevin's mentioning in the chat, Silk Sonic with Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak was amazing. That was amazing. That
Yeah,
was so
I
good.
saw I
Oh
saw
my
it
God, I'm
late.
so excited.
Yeah, I saw it later. It's pretty sick.
I
Um,
think I think a lot of the performances were pre-recorded just because this is the
yeah,
first ever virtual, and like, but I gotta say that even them singing their parts, it was you would it was perfect. Like their
Mhm.
performance, even the them lip syncing their own parts and like their whole vibe was
Yeah.
yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, I love that. It's a great duo. It's a great project. I'm super excited about it.
Dude, and with Bootsy Collins too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hip that they're doing that.
Yeah, that music, the I remember the day that song came out, the music video, I was like, this is so sick.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, let's watch one more video, you guys, and we'll give you some thoughts. This is gonna be at really underscore Lily, and just give me 2 seconds to pull this up. All right.
Awesome. Star Wars, the Cantina theme. It's a great one.
Yeah.
I remember
I think
there's
that was
this
cool to see the hand pan.
yeah.
Am I butchering the name, you guys?
Is that what it's called? Handpan?
I don't know. Yeah, but uh, or steel pan. I'm not sure if which one she's playing, but that was a surprise to me to hear that high pitch of she's playing the offbeats, ding ding ding, and
Yeah.
she's rocking the oboe.
Yeah.
First,
Which
is this the
just
first oboe player we've reviewed?
I think so. Yeah, I guess the instruments they're playing in Star Wars are some like space instrument things, but they kind of sound like oboes.
Mm. Yeah, that was a good repertoire pick, and love seeing more of our Woodwind fam.
Yep. Yep.
The only thought I had is to I'd love to hear a version where you have a metronome on or more of I'd like to feel a little more locked in to the groove. I like your idea of layering the oboes and I think you got some very unusual sounds and instruments, which I would just tell you to keep going with that because I've never seen that pairing before with the percussion and the oboe and yeah, but just lock it in a bit more, and I think it's quite fun.
Yeah, it could have been a little more um, metronomic, and I do feel though that part of that is having the simplicity of just that percussion part. Maybe if
Mm.
you had like a chick, 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 just maybe just something else that you start the track with that can help
Mm-hmm.
you keep on time. And then if you want to take it off later, you don't like it for a stylistic, artistic reason, that's okay. But maybe try to have a percussion like ding, 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 something that's a little more concrete with the time. Um,
I like that
if,
idea.
if, if you're,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for people that are struggling to keep things in time, it's like for me, sometimes I feel strange if there's nothing like that's concrete enough, to perform
Yeah,
more.
even just like a shaker on the eighth notes, like some other subdivision,
Yeah.
because especially when you're playing, when one of the instruments is playing on the offbeats, like her hand pan was, I think it was on the ding, 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 then it makes it even more important to really stress those downbeats and
Hmm.
have that going on. That's a great tip. And I think it would sound good too. Awesome. Well, as always, guys and gals, you can send in your 1 minute video submissions to our Instagram at We Are Too Saxy, and we save them for office hours if you'd like to be featured in our review segment and to hear our honest thoughts as we watch it for the first time. Thank you to all who sent in. It's a really fun part of office hours. And yeah, any last
Oh, I got my
thoughts?
driver's permit today, everyone. Let me get some
Hey!
congrats in those comments for yeah,
Congrats! Ooh, look at those hearts. They're all very excited.
yeah. I
What's
want
your
to
dream
drive
car?
whoa.
What's your dream
I
car?
guess a pink Cadillac. I
A
just
pink, a pink Cadillac. Then you can,
it's the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know. I mean, I know
dude, that'd be
Cadillacs are
sick. You could play your song Pink Tims while you're driving the pink Cadillac.
yeah. It's my dream car if it's like you know how like old cars you gotta like you gotta fix them a lot and be good at that stuff. So it's my dream car in a world where like I'm a good mechanic.
Heck yeah. I've been
But
dreaming about Teslas recently. I'm like, ooh, that whole self-driving car thing. Or at least letting it do like a little bit of the work sounds really dope.
actually, this dream I've had for many years is that I get a motorcycle with a sidecar, and I put the Barry sax in the sidecar. Um,
It's great.
so if I'm just gonna go in a dream direction, that might be, but I don't think that's gonna.
Do you have your little dachshund with you too in that dream
Oh yeah,
scenario?
oh
What did
yes,
you say? You said if you guys go back to one of our videos, we actually it's up on the internet, but we started talking about dogs, and you were talking about having a very specific type of dachshund, right?
yeah. Well, a female because the males are super aggressive and have a Napoleon complex and
Mm. Oh,
are hard.
specifically, even like more aggressive with that breed.
Yeah, like they specifically are always kind of like trying to prove themselves to bigger dogs and are
Oh,
very territorial. I mean, whatever. Male dachshunds are great. They're harder to train, and I want to just
okay.
take. I'm trying to take the easy way out. Female dachshund, short haired, long
Short haired.
haired. The long haired ones are always hairs everywhere, and you know how
Yeah.
much I care about my clothes.
Yeah.
Um, Short hair, female dachshund, Pickles. Name her
Didn't
Pickles.
you name her Pickles?
Pickles. Pickles. Or
Didn't you say
pickle. Or
something about she'd
pickle.
have to wear like you had an idea for her collar and everything?
Oh yeah. Like
It's
a
like studded.
studded collar like Bowser from like Mario, like super badass.
Oh god, that's a great image. Pink Cadillac, female short-haired dachshund, studded out collar,
Yeah, maybe a little leather jacket.
leather jacket. All of
Yep.
it. What
Yep.
color is? If someone said what color?
Um what color of the of the collar?
I don't know what they're asking. Yeah, maybe of the
I would
collar.
I'd probably have a few colors.
Yeah.
We would coordinate.
Yeah. Oh, cute. Someone said I had a cat named Pickles. Wow.
There you go.
Love it. All right. Well, on that note, congratulations, Leo. You'll see Leo on the road soon, everybody.
I'm gonna be
Um,
very responsible. That's why I'm glad I didn't get a license when I was 18, because now I'm responsible and you know.
yeah, I feel like it's kind of crazy. I got my license when I was like 22. It was also later, but um, yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Like 18 seems so young to
I
be
know, right?
18.
Like,
But that being said, probably a bunch of you watching are that age and out
yeah,
safely driving on the roads.
yeah. I missed two questions, and one of them was like, what is the most like common accident that like beginning drivers get into at the age of 16? And I'm just like, it's such a weird question. I'm like, I don't. I don't know that. Look, why would I need to know that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm almost
Mm.
30. Why do I need to know what 16-year-olds normally get into accidents? I don't know.
Did it have to do with drinking and driving?
No, it was like a specific, I think it was like it was just like the most common.
Oh,
Um, it was just like it asked the most common way that 16-year-old beginning drivers get into accidents.
huh.
And I think it was hitting the left shoulder, or right shoulder or something. It like hitting the shoulder on a highway or something.
Interesting. I don't remember that being a question for me. Huh.
Yeah, there wasn't
See
there
the
was
things you learn in office hours, everybody?
the drinking another thing that totally wowed me that I had to learn that I'm glad I knew was that did you know if you're in the back seat, and at least in Pennsylvania, if you're in the back seat and above the age of 18, you don't need to wear a seatbelt.
Wait, say it again?
If you're in the back seat and you are above the age of 18, you
You
legally don't need to wear a
don't have
seatbelt.
to. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
I
thought
think
you
I've
always had to
actually,
wear a seatbelt.
I was recently very surprised to hear that. Yeah. And specifically in the back, the back seat. I think someone had told me that, and I was like, that's not true. And then,
Yeah, I was totally stunned because I took a practice test and it was like you need to wear a seatbelt, and I always was one of the answers, and I was like always,
yeah,
and
well,
it's
I
like
think it's good practice, but
yeah.
interestingly enough, not technically required.
Sarah's saying that's illegal where she is. I think it's illegal in most places, but I'm telling you, I took the test today and it was one of the questions.
Interesting. Always check, people.
Yeah.
Never take all your information from office hours.
But anyways, wear
But
your
that part's
seatbelt.
true.
This
Wear
is
your
not a
seatbelt.
not this is not an anti-seatbelt.
If you want to
Always,
play saxophone better, wear your seatbelt.
yeah, you need to wear a seatbelt in your practice room. You should
Yeah,
have a
and practice,
seatbelt.
especially things get,
So,
when you play those high notes, seatbelt up.
yeah.
All right, dude. Well, good to see you. Good to see everybody. We will be back next week with Office Hours, and send in those videos if you'd like to be in our review segment.
What if I
All
had
right, peace.
two hands over my head all the time like this, and I also had hands? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. All right. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.